We often think freedom means finally having more, a better job, a higher income, a more beautiful life, a future that feels more certain. But maybe real freedom is not having everything. Maybe it is being able to hear your own voice even when the world keeps telling you that something is still missing. The question is, can we really tell the difference? Which desires actually come from us, and which ones slowly entered our lives only after we saw someone else having them? Sometimes you did not feel like anything was missing, but when a certain kind of life appears in front of you again and again, you slowly begin to wonder, maybe my life will only feel complete once I have that too. Maybe I will only feel successful once I become that kind of person. Maybe I will only feel at peace once I have a little more. Laozi wrote something interesting in the Tao Te Ching. Do not glorify the worthy, and people will not compete. Do not overvalue rare goods, and people will not steal. Do not display what awakens desire, and people's hearts will not be disturbed. At first, this may sound like Laozi is saying, do not want beautiful things. Do not want too much. Do not even look at the kind of life other people admire. But maybe that is not the point. Maybe Laozi is reminding us. When one kind of life is constantly placed above the rest, when we are repeatedly told that something is precious, desirable, and worth chasing, it becomes difficult for the mind to remain quiet. We slowly begin to think, if I do not have it, does that mean I am still not good enough? If I do not have that job, does that mean I am not capable enough? If I am not earning more money, does that mean my life is not successful enough? If I still do not know where I am going, does that mean I am falling behind? Slowly, we start chasing many different things. But sometimes we have already forgotten why we wanted them in the first place. Maybe you really do want a different job because your current life is making you unhappy and you genuinely want to leave. Maybe you really do want to earn more money because you want more choices and a life that feels more free. These desires can be real, but sometimes what we want is not only the thing itself. What we want is the person we imagine we will become once we have it. A version of ourselves who looks more successful. A version of ourselves who no longer seems behind. A version of ourselves we can finally feel a little more satisfied with. So maybe the more important question is not, what else do I want? But why do I want it? If no one would admire me, would I still want to live this way? If no one could see it, would I still want to have this thing? If I did not need to prove to anyone that my life was going well, what kind of life would I actually want? Laozi wrote, do not display what awakens desire, and people's hearts will not be disturbed. Maybe a quiet mind does not mean wanting nothing at all. Maybe it means leaving a little space inside yourself, not letting every voice rush in at once, not assuming that you need something just because someone else is chasing it, not deciding that a beautiful looking life must also be the life you truly want. Sometimes what we need is not more. Maybe we need a little less noise, a little less comparison, a little less of the voice that keeps asking, what am I still missing? And then we can listen to ourselves again when everything around us becomes a little quieter. The things we still want may be closer to the life we truly want to live. Maybe you will still want a better job. Maybe you will still want to earn more money. Maybe you will still want to go somewhere new, meet new people and experience more of the world. There is nothing wrong with that. But this time, you will not chase those things because you are afraid that what you already have is not enough. You will chase them because even after all the noise becomes quiet, you still know, this is what I truly want. Maybe real freedom is not finally having everything. Maybe it is being able to stop even when the world keeps telling you to want more and still hear your own voice.